like or things that don't make you happy. Well, for those who love their stuff and don't want to get rid of it, there's a method of organization now for you too. Here to tell us about it is professional organizer and author of The Clutter Remedy, Marla Stone. Great to have you with us.
Thank you, Meryl.
So you take a different approach to organizing. You're a professional organizer, but also you're a psychotherapist and social worker. So
Former psychotherapist, social worker.
So you've got kind of the background then to understand why we have clutter in our lives.
I do. And I started to recognize that people have a very deep relationship with their objects. And so coming in and telling somebody to get rid of everything is not the solution. It's not about getting rid of stuff. It's about making really good decisions about what you keep in your life.
And where you keep it, too.
Exactly. How you store it. I really like to have everything in a home categorized and then contained, and then find the proper home based on how often you'll use it and where you'll use it.
So talk about how you start when you're working with a client.
The first thing I do is help them realize what they actually value in life and what they believe is their ideal lifestyle, and to understand that, because that's the only way they'll understand all the things around them. If they used to like knitting and now they don't like to knit, but they have a whole closet of knitting, I ask them, what's that doing in your real estate? You know, they like to play cards now, or they might like golf, and so that space can be used better.
You have a 4-part criteria that helps us kind of evaluate everything that we're considering getting rid of or keeping.
I do. The first thing is, will you use it? You know, even if it's your turkey platter, you're not going to get rid of that. And the second thing is, does it serve a purpose? That's things like your key to your fireplace or extra keys to your car or that little sewing kit. You may never use it, but you're going to keep it. And the third thing is it sentimental? And we all want to keep our sentimental things, even if we don't use it, we don't even look at it that often. And the fourth criteria is, do you love it? So even things that you don't use and, you know, they're not serving a purpose, but you love them and you want to keep them in your life.
Yeah. So where do you keep things then? You've got a strategy for that.
Well, you know, I see a lot of people struggling over things that they use daily, weekly, or monthly. And there's a lot of things that they're not using. They may only use it once or twice a year, but they're you know, plowing through that stuff to get to the things they use every day or weekly or monthly. So it's really important to categorize everything and take a look at what's really being used on a regular basis, and then taking the other things and moving them to the garage or an attic or basement or an extra closet, just so they're not in your way.
Yeah. You're not obsessive about folding things into perfect little squares and things like that, right?
No, I don't fold my underwear or my, you know, socks, but I do like things separated. You know, I don't want to dig through underwear and socks and, you know, that stuff to figure out what I'm going to wear that day. So as long as things are contained, but I don't want to fold stuff. I have better things to do in my life.
Yeah, yeah. All right, some really good advice here. I like the psychological approach because I think it helps you understand your clutter and maybe how to live a more uncluttered life.
Exactly.
All right, you can find out more from Marla tonight. She's going to be talking about decluttering and signing copies of her book, The Clutter Remedy, tonight from 6:30 to 9 over at the Cool Springs Barnes & Noble store. You can go to newschannel5.com for more information about that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Meryl.